Good morning, everyone. I just came down to the studio this morning. I just mixed my paints. I'm putting some light color on this piece I did a little while ago, or at least started a little while ago. I was taught by some very good instructors that you should do a warm-up before you start painting. And, you know, they were right, because right now I'm not really feeling it for some reason. But, you know, every day doesn't have to be a perfect painting day. Although I would like it to be. I'm just putting on some burnt sienna, adding green to the pots. I've also been told by some very smart instructors that I don't use enough paint. And I think that's a holdover from when I work in watercolor. Watercolor tends to be fresher, looser. You don't really use a lot of paint on it. And I expect oil to be the same way. And, you know, it's not. So this is an adjustment for me. I don't know how you work, but as an artist, I tend to get bored with the same thing over and over again. The same medium, the same subject matter. I'm not happy doing the same things. And I marvel at painters like Monet, who painted the same cathedral, the same subject matter, how many times, and not small canvases. For instance, this is I think a 11 by 14, you know, just kind of a practice thing I'm doing. Sometimes I do these studies and they turn into something good, or they're not really keepers. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I have some oils that I've pre-mixed with walnut oil, and I'm just kind of adding more color, spreading more color. My photo reference, if you'll excuse me for a moment, is this. I probably should bring that closer. I don't know if you all can see it or not. I can add it in as I edit this later for you. I like to clean my brushes a lot, and again, I think that's a holdover from watercolor, where you really keep a clean brush and pure pigment. You mix it, but your pigment tends to be pure, and that's how you keep the translucent feel to the medium. Now, I'm not an expert, I'm just saying what I think it is. I've painted with watercolor for 25 years, and oil only for about, I would say 5, and that's not consistent. That's on and off. So I'm trying to learn what this does, kind of kickstart my brain a little bit. And sometimes the kickstart just doesn't work. Sometimes the battery's dead. I don't know about you, but you know, some days you feel it and some days you don't. I'm adding a little bit. I know there's white in there, but I don't like a whole lot of white. I'm adding a little bit of yellow, just a hair of lemon yellow, light. And blending it down. And that's pretty much what's going on. Again, nothing's perfect. And I don't know if it's supposed to be. So we will continue with this. And maybe throw some yellow in here while I've got yellow going. Well, my paint tends to dry out overnight. And I didn't do a great job of mixing it. So I'm struggling with it over here. These little yellow flowers are kind of cute. They pop the painting a little bit. And I'm putting on some lemon yellow right now. And I'm mixing in some cad yellow. I tend to keep 2 yellows, 2 reds, 2 blues on my palette, and also a burnt sienna. I could use some yellow there. A sap green. Sap green is great, but boy, if it gets in your brushes, it can be a real bear to clean up. So I'm just kind of dabbing color here while I've got the yellow on the brush. My problem is, and we all have problems, and you know, I study with many artists, I observe a lot of artists, and the same problems kind of creep up. I overwork things. How do you not overwork? I don't know. I think it's knowing when to step back, knowing when you have the confidence to step back. I added a yellow down here. And that comes with time. You know, having confidence is not an easy thing in this business. So that's what I got going today. Thanks for watching. Hope my insights and my challenges that I have helped you a little bit. Like I said, it's not an easy game. It's a challenge, a lot. But what I find is you keep going. I recently had a very large solo exhibit at a regional art center outside of Atlanta, and I would never have thought that I would be in that type of a venue, and it took me about 20 years of consistent work with watercolor to get there. So maybe that helps you, knowing that this does not come quickly. Does it help me? You know, it depends on the day and how frustrated I get. So I will leave you with that thought, like anything else that you're good at. It takes time to get there, and there is no guarantee, really, that time is going to make you a whole lot better. It just gives you a better chance of improving every day. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your creative week and keep practicing.